Well,
Welcome,
good
welcome.
evening, everybody. Well, we are on Facebook Live, and so thankful to have each and every one of you on this call tonight. I'm Michelle McKay, and I am blessed to have Miss Cynthia Bolden and Kristen White to talk to us tonight about the body balance and challenge. But first of all, I cannot start this call without sharing why you need these drops, in my opinion. So most of y'all know that I had brain fog for 14 years, and it was scary. I don't know if any of you can relate, but it was super, super scary because my mom had Alzheimer's at 55, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and died at 62. So I had convinced myself that I had Alzheimer's, even though I knew God had something more for me. So the amazing Cynthia Bolden recommended some products for me, and they have truly changed my life. And the drops are one of those products. We know that the drops correct insulin resistance if you take them as directed and stay on a low glycemic index diet. So we know that I have not had brain fog in 2.5 years, and I am so blessed that I know from my own personal experience that I have decreased any risk for Alzheimer's in my life. And that is my personal story. So if anybody out there is struggling with brain fog or night sweats or any of those hormonal issues, we know that the drops are for you. But we know that there's a wonderful side effect called weight loss. So that's why a lot of us are on these drops, not only for the hormone balance like I am, but for the weight loss. But I am on the body balance and challenge for the fitness portion. And Kristen White is kicking my butt every other day or so on the fitness portion. And we are bound and determined we're going to get my muscle mass back up at 61. And I am working on my six-pack abs. Right, Kristen?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I think your before pictures look phenomenal. So I'm really excited about this little 4-week blitz for you.
That's right. That's right. So Kristen is involved with me since she's training me every other day, and we are working on that fitness level. But I want Kristen to share. So Kristen, with your fitness background and just being so amazing at encouraging each and every one of us on this body balance and challenge, tell us why you feel like we need the drops, but also why it's so important for us to do this challenge.
Yeah, so I have to say, I feel like the drops are really a universal product. It's not a one size fits all. It doesn't matter if you need to lose 100 pounds, you need to lose 5 pounds. If you need to lose no weight, I think this is a product that everybody can utilize, honestly. I've used them now on and off since 2013, and I was 2013, I was like 28 then, right? It, I'm 40 now. So like when I use them then, my body is completely different now for the reasons I'm using them. So they can be a journey, but I always say they are a tool to your wellness and whatever that could be at the time. So in 2013, I used them honestly because I was like, yeah, I'll try to lose a few pounds. You're 28. You don't really Now, I will say 2013, 28 is different. I could tell a whole slew of reasons why I think 28-year-olds now are more unhealthy than they were then. But I just wanted to lose a few pounds then. In 2015, I had a daughter and I gained 65 pounds. I did nothing for 9 months, flat out nothing, but had a very good time on the couch. And I gained a lot of weight. So I used them for a whole different reason then. And I've continuously used them, but now I'm 40 and my husband says, you are a furnace. Somehow you can heat up an entire mattress. I don't know how it's possible, but when you get out of the bed, I need covers. When you're in the bed, I don't need a blanket. Like you heat everybody up because I'm burning up. I have hot flashes. So I use them for a whole different reason now. I don't care if I don't need to lose weight or I don't want to lose weight now. They keep my sweet tooth at bay. So they prevent my weight gain now. But I use them now for the hormonal help and the mood support. So I always say they're a wellness tool for you. I've watched my parents use them. My dad is, I've got to think of his age right now. I think it's 67. And he's lost over 100 pounds. Okay, he's a man, lost over 100 pounds. Phenomenal. We're two different body types. Let me tell you, the man does not exercise. His idea of exercising is raking. Yeah, it's movement, but I don't consider it exercise, right? My mother is 74. She lost 50 pounds in the past year. They were a tool for her because she's a sugar addict. But she still has hormones. She still needs all the support too for her body and her digestion. Completely different, three different people, same household, and we all had different things we were struggling with, but they worked for us. And I can say this is like I could say this around the board, like for many, many people, that it's not a one size fits all, but they're a tool. And if you use a tool long enough, it's going to work for you and support your body. Some people it works quicker for, some people you have to just keep rowing your boat and keep rowing your boat and keep rowing your boat and let the tool work for you. But it's going to, because that's part of a health journey. And I always say I don't sell weight loss, I sell wellness. I want you to feel better. My dad's not gained any of his weight back. My mom's not gained her weight back. I haven't gained my weight back. Are my hot flashes 100% gone? No. Are they much more improved? Yes. Does my husband notice when I do not take them? Yes. Like, so it's, when other people notice, I think that's even more fun because it's absolutely working. So, so you can use them for fitness, you can use them for weight loss, you can use them for health, you can use them for mood. Again, I think they're one of the best tools you can use just for supporting so many different systems in your body.
Well, Kristen, this is our second week in the Body Balancing Challenge. And I know we have a call right after this to kind of encourage and help people. And we turned in our tracking sheets yesterday. What maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute, tell us how you encourage people in this second week of the Body Balance Challenge.
Yeah, so this tonight's call, I really hope everyone can get on because this one really digs a little deeper. Like last week was fun. We kicked off, we turned in our pictures, like we all got hyped. But let me tell you, when you start getting into week 2 or week 3, you start saying, oh, it would be real convenient to go through a drive-through. It would be real convenient to do something fast, or I'm hungry, my old snacks are still in there. So this week we're diving into some snack options, pantry clean out. Really, how does water help support you? Why we need to drink more water, how that flushes you out, how it keeps you full. Like we want to give all the meat and potatoes that we're not supposed to eat to the call to your challenge, right? So that's what we're gonna dig into in this. And let me tell you, the challenge is just, I call it a blitz. It's a 4-week blitz to get you into the 5th week, into the 6th week, into the 7th week, because we don't want you to stop after 4 weeks. I looked at a picture of myself from 10 years ago, and I just had my daughter, and I was like, oh my God, I looked like that at one point. But if I had stopped, I'd still look like that. So we want to keep you going. The 4 weeks is really the fun part. And then we got to create the routine, because this time next year, you'll look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I can't believe I ever looked like that. I can't believe I ever felt like that. I'm a totally different person. And then you know what you're doing? You've helped yourself, but you're going to start helping hundreds of people do what you did. And to me, that feels better than any after picture. It feels better than any 6-pack. I mean, I like having abs, but knowing I've made somebody's else life improved, God, that's soul food. Like it just feels so good. So, but it could just start with this 4 weeks, helping yourself to help other people. So,
Well, Cynthia, close us out with what your thoughts are about the drops and the challenge.
My closing thoughts are, Kristen, talk some more. That's really what I was just thinking. What about that? What about that? I am so excited and delightful that she's here. I've just had the pleasure of talking to her over these past, what, Kristen, months, year, just getting to know her. Me and her working on a little project, and hint, hint, has something to do with would you say maybe what would be a good hint? Maybe aging would be just one word.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
aging, but aging backwards, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, stay tuned. And I am so thankful. And I like what Brenda said before the call started. She was thanking Kristen for all she does. And I just want to publicly do the same thing, because here's the deal. There's a scripture that talks about line upon line, precept upon precept. It takes these weeks, like what we're going to hear tonight. I already have my notebook right here. I am ready. The importance of water. And Kristen, correct me, chime in on this last minute or so. I'm just going to say this. Water. If there's somebody, if you are not a water drinker, let's have a little fun. We got 30 seconds. Let's have a lot of fun, really. If you are not a water drinker, or you just don't like water, could you put a 1 in the chat? If you just don't, we may not even get a 1. We don't get anything. Look. Oh, we got 1. That's okay. That's okay. Well, I'm so impressed. I can't even do this part. Let me explain what I meant. Okay. So we may have 1s or little 2s. What I'm so excited about is when we take a different approach about the challenge. Water. The thing here is, look at it this way. We like water. We use water for a bath, shower, wash our cars. So we get to wash and help our inside. So the absorption of water is better for digestion. The next thing here is, I like to say, the greener you are, the cleaner you are. So there are our vegetables and getting things involved. When you kind of think to yourself, I love the example Kristen made, where she was in 2013, where she is now. I got started in health and wellness when I was in my teens, really early 20s. So at 57, getting ready to be 58, it's kind of those things where I just enjoy it so much because it's an opportunity. That's why we need these drops. Kristen said it best. Michelle said it best. Yes, it starts with us, but when it outflows to so many people, and just remember, people are watching you, just like they're watching our post. People are watching you. They're looking at your skin. They're looking at you having a pep in your step, where before it's kind of like they're watching. So it's okay to give people something to watch. And just remember, never give up. Never give up, because somebody is just a step away, a word away, or a thought away of joining. So again, always an opportunity to lead with love. I absolutely adore Kristen. I love her, just what she brings to the table at 40. I think it needs to be some kind of movement between 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds. I mean, I got what Peyton Palmer is doing. I mean, that's good. I don't know if I'm thinking of like, and I'm not leaving men out, but I just think it's a whole need for women to kind of come together. The different things that we deal, sometimes can present itself. And I think Kristen is just a bright, shiny, um, I just like, that's when I look at her, that's what I see. I think, and I tell her all the time, when you tell somebody, I don't want to just think, oh, you're so pretty. I want to be able to say it, open my mouth and say it. So Kristen, I am just so thankful for you. Thanks for sharing and all that you do for this challenge. I'm plugged in like no other time. And Michelle McKay, I noticed you post your lunch today, but you didn't, that's after I left. So, I mean, what was that about? Could you explain that a little bit? Could you elaborate on your lunch a little bit after I spent all that time with you, and then you post this good picture? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we have to have fun, right? Along with the challenge comes fun and friends. Get it? Fun and friends. Let's get in there and let's finish strong. Who's finishing strong? Maybe we can get 1s on that. Who's gonna finish strong? Let's blow it up. 1s, 1s,
Yes,
1s.
yes,
Finish
yes.
strong, finish strong. So Michelle, you can close us out by explaining why your lunch looked that good after I left, okay?
So
Thanks,
Cynthia and I
Kristen.
strategized today, and we had a certain time frame. And I offered her lunch. Y'all know I did. She said, I'm not going to eat till I get back. So after she left, I made my snack, my lunch. It looked pretty good, didn't it?
It
So that
did.
we were
Go
talking
look at
about
her page,
prepping.
everybody.
Yeah, we were talking about food prep. And so I had food prep before that. And my goodness, it looked good. And it was good. I have to say it was good. So you got to come back, Cynthia, so I can treat you to lunch on tomorrow. All right, so here's the deal. Here's your call to action tonight, y'all. So not only are you staying on this challenge, if you're connected to it, if you're on the challenge, and you're going to get on the call tonight at 7, but if you need more drops, if you are a guest on this call, you have an opportunity to get your drops at wholesale, right? So why would you buy retail? I don't even give that as an option anymore. Number one is retail. Don't do retail. You want to save money on these drops. But my goodness, once you get great results on these drops, you can't help but want to share it with other people. So why not get paid to share? So your options are number 2, you're going to save on your drops. We want to get them wholesale, right? Number 3 is you're going to save and you're going to earn just by sharing, because y'all see us sharing on Facebook. We're going to show you exactly how to do that, right? But number 4 is you're going to save and earn fast. So we want to show you guys how to earn money fast by sharing these drops on social media, because guess where people look for a solution? And that's on social media. So get back to the person who brought you on this call and tell them whether you are a 2, 3, or 4. And then if you are a brand partner with us and you brought some people on this call, first of all, make sure you reach out to them and get an answer. Get them to another presentation where you're going to have them join as a wholesale brand partner, right? Get them saving money on these drops. So this is just a tool to get you to that next step, okay? So if you're watching on Facebook Live and you're not sure whether the drops are for you or not, I have posted the symptoms of hormone imbalance, insulin resistance, and you've heard it tonight, why you need these drops. So if you have any questions about the drops, please reach out, and look forward to seeing you guys. We have opportunity calls tomorrow at 12 noon and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 6 p.m. If you missed an opportunity to hear about these drops, join us again. Okay, everybody have a great night. Thank you so much. Kristen White will see you in a few minutes for the Body Balance Challenge call. And Cynthia Bolden, thank you so much for always being with me as part of the M&C show. Everybody have a great night.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. Thanks, Kristen. Thank you, Seal.